Bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue. Welcome to another video, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, today's date is Monday, August the 17th, and it's 9:41 p.m. local time. In this video, I'm going to be doing something special. This is make-believe. I made this up. I typed this on my computer, and I'm going to be reading this to all of you. It is about a mother and daughter who live in Canada. They live in the Canadian province of British Columbia. And this dates back to 2003. They both live in Abbotsford, BC. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat this again. They both live in Abbotsford, BC. They live near Vancouver, and they live near cities like Burnaby, Richmond, Coquitlam, New Westminster or New West, Surrey, Langley, West Vancouver, North Vancouver, Surrey, Delta. The mother's name is Phoebe, and the daughter's name is Ricky. Ricky is spelled R-I-K-K-I. Let me spell her name again. The daughter's name is Ricky and is spelled R-I-K-K-I. I'll spell it again. R-I-K-K-I. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read this. All right. In 2003, in Abbotsford, British Columbia, people would likely stare, whisper, or turn their heads to watch Phoebe and Ricky walk by. The mix of a 1960s hippie lookalike and an early 2000s pop punk lookalike eating giant lollipops would stand out on a quiet suburban street. Local reactions, double takes, passerbys would stop to look at the contrast between Phoebe's 1960s rock style and Ricky's skater girl tie and wristbands. Curious glance. Neighbors on porches or drivers at stop signs would notice the massive white lollipops in their mouths. Normal conversation. Hear them speak in a normal Canadian accent would break the illusion of meeting real rock stars. Setting the scene, in year 2003, Avril Lavigne was brand new on the radio with hits like Skater Bop, making Ricky's style very trendy. Janis Joplin was a classic retro icon, making Phoebe look like she stepped out of Woodstock. The Candy. Charms Super Blow Pops were popular, but a tennis ball sized version would look cartoonish and messy to carry. Abbotsford Vibe. A quiet Fraser Valley city would find this duel unusual compared to regular daily foot traffic. Small city vibe. Abbotsford in 2003 was a quiet, traditional city. The looks. Phoebe looks like Janis Joplin with tie-dye and round sunglasses. Ricky looks like Ella Lavigne with a tie, cargo pants, and straight hair. The Candy. Tennis ball sized Charms Super Blow Pops would stretch their cheeks. They would have to talk around huge plastic sticks and hard candy. How would they be viewed at a grocery store? Nothing special or historical will happen. Shoppers might do a double take, think it is fun, convenience, and keep buying their groceries. What actually happens? Quiet reactions. People in the store might look twice. No big deal. Shoppers will go back to buying milk and bread. Just a day out. mother and daughter will finish shopping and go home. How they will be viewed in a car. In 2003, turning heads with a Janis Joplin lookalike driving a 2003 Oldsmobile Alero while her Alla Lavigne lookalike daughter jams to top hits on the radio would simply look like a fun, stylish suburban afternoon. Passerby might smile, wave, or do a double take at the fun mother-daughter duel. Scene reactions, double takes. People on the sidewalk will look twice because of the cool hair and stylish and vintage style. Let me read this again. Scenic reactions, double takes. People on the sidewalk would look twice because of the cool hair and vintage style. Sing-alongs. Both women might belt out the radio hits at a red light. Car turns. A smooth 2003 Alero suspension would handle city corners with ease. 2003 radio hits they would hear. Indian or classic rock throwbacks on local stations. Skeeter Bobby or Complicated by Alla Lavigne. Get Busy by Sean Paul. In the Club by 50 Cent. Okay, and that's it. Alright, the mother and daughter. Okay, the mother looks like Janis Joplin. Okay, to all of you who don't know who Janis Joplin is, I'll just read about her online. Okay, Janis Joplin. Janis Joplin was an American singer and songwriter, one of the most iconic and successful rock performers of her era. She was noted for her powerful mezzo-soprano vocals and her electric stage presence. Okay, her popular songs that she made were Piece of My Heart, Cry Baby, Down on Me, Ball and Chain, Summertime, and Mercedes-Benz. Joplin died of a heroin overdose in October 1970 at the age of 27. And the mother, Phoebe, looks like Janis Joplin. Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne is a Canadian singer and songwriter. She is credited with boosting the popularity of punk pop music, in particular for female-driven punk-influenced pop music in the early 2000s. Let me read this again. Avril Lavigne is a Canadian singer and songwriter. She is credited with boosting the popularity of punk pop music, in particular for female-driven punk-influenced pop music in the early 2000s. Her accolades include 10 Juno Awards and 8 Grammy Award nominations. Okay, she's known for the single Complicated that came out in 2002. And the daughter, Ricky, looks like her. Okay, what do I think about this? I think it'd be kind of weird or kind of interesting at the same time seeing two women, a mother and daughter, walking down the street in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. Okay, they're walking down the street and they're sucking on giant white lollipops. And these two lollipops that they're eating are the size of tennis balls. And the two women will make loud kissing sounds when they pull the lollipops out of their mouths to talk to each other. And hearing them speak in a normal Canadian accent will break the illusion of meeting real rock stars. One woman looks like a rock star who's dead, and the other woman looks like a rock star who's alive, who's Canadian. The two lollipops that the women are eating, the mother and daughter duo, the two lollipops are tennis ball sized white Charms Super Blow Pop lollipops that are lemonade flavored, and they are very cartoonish looking because of their size, and they're messy to carry. Yeah, they'll be messy to carry because they're gonna be like wet and sticky from the saliva from the women. In Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, where all of this takes place, Abbotsford is a quiet Fraser Valley city, and people in this city will find the mother and daughter duo as unusual. Some will laugh it off and just move on and just go on with their lives. People in cars will hit each other at stop signs and intersections, or probably at roundabouts, when the people turn their heads and see the mother and daughter duo dressed up in weird outfits, eating giant, massive lollipops. Well, the lollipops won't be massive. They'll be the size of tennis balls. They probably wouldn't be that big anyway. The mother will wear tie-dye clothes and round sunglasses. This is what the mother will be wearing. And the daughter will be wearing a tie, a pair of cargo pants, and have long, straight blonde hair. They'll just be viewed as mother and daughter walking around, getting around on foot in the city of Abbotsford. Nothing special, nothing to be all shocked about. They're just a normal mother and daughter. And will the two women be sweet, feminine, down to earth, easy to talk to, and approachable? The answer will be no. No, I take that back. I'll say that the mother will be down to earth, easy to talk to, and friendly, and the daughter will be sweet, feminine, down to earth, easy to talk to, and approachable. Both women, mother and daughter, will be down to earth. Canadians are known for being cold and standoffish, and let me start over again. The Canadians or Canadian people are known as being cold and standoffish, and they're closed, and they're in a tight bubble, and they don't like to meet strangers or talk to strangers, and they don't believe in social or human connection. And they mirror the people in the United States a little bit. These two will live in a neighborhood where nobody knows their neighbors. Everybody is in their homes. Nobody comes out. Nobody talks to each other. And all of this is basically 2003 Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. A crazy, ridiculous looking mother and daughter duo in 2003 Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. Okay, I think that's the end of this video. This is a short one, and this is better. Okay, what do you guys think about what I just mentioned? Do you guys like the mother and daughter duo who look like famous rock stars, who are Canadian, who live in Abbotsford, British Columbia, and what do you think of them eating big lollipops and dressed up the way they're dressed up, and what do you think of people in the city on how they view the mother and daughter duo? All right, you guys can leave your comments. You guys can like, dislike the video if you want to. Okay, that's all I gotta say in this video. Merci beaucoup. All right. Goodbye. The additional story to the mother and daughter duo. The late afternoon sun hits the dusty pavement of South Fraser Way in Abbotsford. It is July 2003. The mother looking like she stepped straight off a 1968 festival stage in a patchwork max skirt, round purple sunglasses, and a halo of teased, frizzy hair, walks with a loose, limp strut. Beside her, her 16-year-old daughter is an epithet of 2003 West Coast angst. Low-rise cargo pants, a black tank top over a fishnet skirt, a striped necklace loosely knotted around her collar, and poker straight blonde hair with chunky black streaks. Both had their cheeks bulging with massive white tennis ball sized Charms Way Too Sour Lemonade Super Blow Pops. The daughter violently yanks the massive white sucker from her jaw. Smack, smack. A ridiculously loud, wet, echoing kissing sound bounces off the brick wall of the nearby strip mall. She winches, her eyes watering from an intense, eye-watering citrus acid. Oh my God, Mom. Holy total rip, the daughter says, her voice carrying that classic Fraser Valley drawl, slightly flat, heavy on the eh, and laced with teenage empathy. Like my tongue is literally bleeding. I swear to God, it's so sour. The mother smiles, her face creasing with laugh lines. She casually pulls her own lollipop out with a neat, hollow sound. Pop. Ah, come on, Skype. Don't be a total drag. The mother laughs, her voice a raspy, smoky purr reminiscent of a Texas blues singer stranded in the Pacific Northwest. That's the whole trip, man. It's beautiful. It wakes your senses up, eh? It's soul food. It's not soul food, it's chemical warfare. Skype grumbles, shoving the massive white ball back into her mouth. She sucks aggressively for a few steps before ripping it out again. Smack, smack. Anyway, whatever. We need to go to the Adrian first, or maybe Claire's. I need those massive silver hoops, like the ones that literally touch your shoulders. Because like the ones that literally touch your shoulders, because Sarah got some at the Seven Oaks Mall last week, and she thinks she's like the Queen of Abbotsford now. It's pathetic. The mother shifts her tie-dye bag on her shoulder and takes a slow turn with her sucker. The mother shifts her tie-dye bag on her shoulder and takes a slow turn with her sucker. Pop. Yeah, I can get behind the hoops, babe. Very cosmic. Very earth goddess. But listen, if we go into the mall, I'm looking for one of those heavy pewter pendant necklaces. You know, like a sunburst or a big old moon. Something with a little weight to it, man. To center the energy. Mom, if you wear a putrid sunburst with that skirt, people are gonna think we're selling crystals out of the back of a Westfield down by the Fraser River, Skype says. though there's a slight reluctant smirk playing at the corner of her heavily lined eyes. Smack, smack. Like, seriously, can we just get the hoops independent so we can go to Safeway? I'm starving. Safeway? Oh, no way, man. The mother says, waving a hand adorned with chunky silver rings. Pop. We're going to Overwistia or the real Canadian superstore. I've got coupons for the bulk section, Skype. We need to stock up on rolled oats, and I want to find those little frozen taquitos you like. Plus, we need milk and some bread. None of that bleached white garbage either. We're getting the spurted gain. Skype rolls her eyes so hard it looks painful, adjusting the struts on her wristband. Smack, smack. Superstore is a littered zoo on a Tuesday, Mom. Fine, whatever, but you're buying me those pizza pockets too. And don't start talking to the cashier about your Olero this time, okay? It's so embarrassing. Like, actually, mortifying. The mother laughs, a loud, uninhabited, gravelly sound that makes a passing driver in a Honda Civic look over. She pops the lemon stained white sucker back into her mouth, her eyes twinkling behind her purple lenses as they headed towards the mall entrance. Okay. The bus stop. They arrived at the concrete BC Transit bus stop shelter. A few other commuters are scattered around, including a young man in his early 20s wearing a tifted graphic tee and cargo shorts, looking typical for the era. The mother and daughter lean against the glass partition of the shelter, still focused on their lollipops. The metrics of managing such oversized candy required effort, rotating the sticks and squirting as the sour lemon flavor hits its peak. The young man glances over, momentarily struck by the contrast between the bohemian mother and her pop punk daughter, both committed to the same ridiculous candy. The daughter checks her watch, then looks down the street. Daughter, Merlin lollipop still wedged in her cheeks. Bus should be here in 2 minutes. The mother takes the giant white lollipop out of her mouth with a loud, wet pop, revealing the gum center starting to show through. Mother, good, I think I've finally reached the sweet part. It's all about the transition, man. The hiss of the BC Transit bus brakes echoes down South Fraser Way as the number 1 bus pulls up. They step toward the curve, ready to head further into the Abbotsford afternoon. The sour challenge of the lollipops nearly conquered. Okay. The mother and daughter duel on their way to the mall. Mother, speaking thickly around the massive lollipop. Man, this thing is intense. It's like a cosmic lemon explosion. It's beautiful. Daughter, Mom, stop. You're making a candy into a whole philosophical event. It's just aggressively sour. Mother, you gotta feel the burn to know you're alive, kiddo. This is pure unadulterated flavor. It's like the spirit of the 60s trapped in a sugar shell. Daughter, whatever, it's just a blow pop. It's punk because it's a challenge to finish it. Let's just get to the mall. And that's the additional story to the mother and daughter duo of Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. All right, later.